final day. I believe it's a Tuesday. Sorry, you lose days. I didn't talk much yesterday. I was busy with Mike, the other volunteer, and we were searching towards the valleys in the far distance on the other side of the Loch. It was so hot, but nice breeze, but very, very hot, in the 20s. We didn't find anything, sadly. I think the last time I talked to you, we were searching some waterfalls and some pools at the back of the waterfalls. As I say, I was with Mike most of the day, beside him, walking and searching. So I don't bring the camera out when I've got someone with me. It's you got to respect people's privacy. And then, I don't know if I said when we set off, there was just me and Mike because Dave was going back to civilization. He said he wanted to get some bits, I think. But when I was at the waterfalls, I could see his tent still here, so I thought, I wonder if he's going to come back. We saw him go off, and we didn't think of looking at a tent, but there's his tent, so we guessed he would come back. And lo and behold, when we got back, the tent's still here, but no sign of Dave. And then about 7 o'clock, I think he turned 5. I can't remember the time, I'm sorry. We got back at 5. Between 6 and 7 he turned up, and we were going, right, where is it? And he goes, what? We says, the beer. He says, I knew there was something I should have brought. And we thought, he hasn't brought it. And then next minute he pulls out the beer. So we had 2 cans of lager each. Bless him, he's a really nice guy to do something like that. To be honest, I would do exactly, and Mike said he'd do exactly the same. But we put the beer in the river, and we were drinking till like 1 o'clock, and then every one of us had a flask of whiskey, which was weird. So we started drinking whiskey after. Finally got into settled down at about 1 o'clock. Very cold night again, but I slept like a log. But the sun was up, really nice and bright, at about 5:30. So I came out. I had to get up, you know what I mean, let the dogs out. Didn't really want to go back in, but tried to go to sleep, couldn't sleep. In the end, I got up about 7 o'clock. No wind at all, full of midges, absolutely covered, eaten alive, even the dogs. But it's such a beautiful morning. So I've been packing my gear slowly. Mike has been up this Munro, which I went up about a year ago, maybe 2 years ago. In winter I went up, but it was -9, really rough. But he found a better track. There's a trail that goes up and behind this first hill, or what you like to call it, and it's hidden at the back, and it weaves and goes up. But it's just showed me some beautiful photos, so it was well worth him going up. Dave's over the paddle in his plunge pool up the top there. He loves his water. Last night when he got back, we put the cans in the river. He dived straight in the river and had a good soak. I wish I could do that, but it'd go through me. Wind's picked up, midges are gone, but the temperatures are going to be about 24 degrees. I'm all loaded. Mike is sorting the last few bits out, and then we'll push off. But obviously my barrow is going to make me slow, so I'll probably set off just before them, or we'll do kind of a split, you know what I mean, because they'll pass me easy. Dogs have been fine. I've cleaned the whole area. There was some dog droppings, should we call them, up here, which I'd left for a few days, so I had to go around scanning and picking them up. So I picked them up, and they're buried, and they got biodegradable bags, poo bags, so they should degrade within a week or 2, so that'll be no issue. Check for litter. The only place where we had a fire was on the shore, and I've talked to one of the guys that helps run the estate, and he said that's fine, don't worry about that. Everything else has been cleaned and tidied. I've left some chopped wood near one of the trees because I'm sure another camper will come by. There is fire pits, you know what I mean. I'm not going to say what to do, you know what I mean. It's up to everyone's own discretion, but we didn't have no fires on the ground. And that's about it. Sadly we didn't find Neil. We tried. We covered a hell of a lot of area, but we're just going to have to come back another time and keep doing it. As I say, I'll be back about twice a year here, and we'll try different areas. I think Mike's keen on coming back. We're going to keep in contact through Facebook with Phil from Beneath the Surface. and obviously through keep in contact with some of the family members. That's about it. Sadly we didn't find Neil, but it was nice to meet the family. It was nice to get more insight on how Neil might have disappeared and the circumstances around it. But sadly, yeah, no result yet. But it went further. Went for lack of trying, shall I say. So I'm half asleep. I've only had about 5 hours, and I've got to drive about 9 hours back. But that's my doing, not anyone else's. So until next time, I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't know where we'll be next time. It's all dependent on Stella. She really is struggling on her back leg again. So she goes through these phases. I don't know if, you know, it's going to be getting worse and worse to the point, you know, sadly she might it might be our last days or last months or weeks or whatever. It's a touchy subject to talk about, but I'm trying my hardest to keep her going. But you know what it's like, once one leg goes, she was lifting it up a lot. Once one leg goes, all the weight will be on the other leg, and it's only a matter of time before that leg goes. Rogue's going to be spayed wherever she is. She's hiding under the barrow in the shade. Good girl. And that should calm her down and be good, make her better. But at the end of the day, she's been brilliant with these two guys. I mean, she really has calmed down, and that's good to see. I haven't had to really tell her up at all. I've just made sure she kept the distance because she was trying to nip. It wasn't a bite or anything like that, but she was getting nippy sometimes just to be bossy. I don't want that happening. But anyway, until next time, it's I won't say live the dream on this one. This is a different one. Take care, everyone, and we'll see you on the next one, wherever it'll be. Bye for now. Managed to get one of the posters in Clashgore Hut. So now people stopping at the hut will know about the story. So that's that done. Brilliant.